It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
How are you all doing? This is Michael Dean, the Englishman in Sweden.
Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty. So bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour.
Tune in to dreamcatcherradio.co.uk every Tuesday at 2 p.m. for a dose of reality. If you're woke, I suggest you put a nappy on, because you will not like what I've got to say.
Never give in. Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honour and good sense.
I look at the events of the week, what's happened, what's going to happen, what we can or can't do about it. Be under no illusion, we, the people of the world, are under attack from the elite, and I intend to expose each and every one of them, regardless of the personal cost. We play some great tunes and we have a lot of laughs. Dreamcatcherradio.co.uk, the Englishman in Sweden, Michael Dean, otherwise known as Mr Marmite. If you listen, you might understand why. You'll love me or you'll hate me.
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
I am sorry. Sorry for what was done to you. Sorry that so many people with power failed you. Sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies and appointed him. And sorry that even now you're forced to watch this story unfold in public once again. But I also want to say this. In this country, we will not look away. We will not shrug our shoulders. And we will not allow the powerful to treat justice as optional. We will pursue the truth. We will uphold the integrity of public life. And we will do everything within our power and in the interests of justice to ensure accountability is delivered. That is what the public expects. That is what the victims deserve. And it is what I will do.
And this is what's coming here. Welcome to Dreamcatcher Radio. The Michael Dean, the Englishman in Sweden. Today is going to be brutal. Let's start off with the Pistols. Good afternoon.
Traffic line, your future dream is a shopping scheme, 'cause I wanna be anarchy in the city.
Hey! Good afternoon, world. How are you? This is the crazy Lionheart Englishman in Sweden. I hope you're all doing all right. What a week we've just had, eh? My week is Tuesday to Tuesday because I program everything around my show. And, well, I mean, what's been going on, you just couldn't make up, could you? Honestly, you could not make up. I mean, Starmer, can he do anything else wrong? You've got David Lammy saying he comes out and backs him. I bet he's been on his back a few times, as has Ed Miliband, our wonderful energy minister who's destroying the Britain's economy. It's just carnage. His chief advisor's gone. He's just passing the buck. He's passing the blame. He's doing whatever he can just to hang on to his little dictatorship. The horrible little squirt of a man with his rosy cheeks. And, you know, while everybody's been diverse with their attention to the Epstein files, it's been in court with the little rent boys who set fire to Queer Keir's property, amongst other things. And he just won't let go, will he? And honestly, I think the only way out of this disaster that we're finding ourselves in with Labour is for people to get on the streets like they did in Bulgaria, I think it was, or Romania, or one of the two, where everybody went out on the streets and protested. And within 3 or 4 hours, the government fell. I think it's the only thing we can do if we want to save our country, because the latest thing with the Labour is the NHS. Have a listen to this. Just have a listen to this. Listen to this.
Here we go again. Yet another scandal. Keir Starmer's Labour government have been using £3 million of taxpayer money annually to pay NHS staff to delete patients' data off of waiting lists to make it look like they're treating more patients than they actually are. They are literally taking your money and committing fraud with it. Wes Streeting, Keir Starmer and the rest of them have lied once again. We are talking nearly 100,000 patients they've made out that they have treated, when they haven't. They have used taxpayer money to pay £33 per patient just to have their records deleted. It is fucking insanity.
I didn't know that's where I was. I'm sorry.
I'm sick and tired of Labour supporters saying,
can we beat
they're
that?
just sorting out the mess that the Tories left. No, they fucking
No,
aren't.
not
They
again. I've got to stop
better.
you, mate.
And if you think they are,
I did vet
you're
it before.
completely and
I did vet
utterly
it before,
deluded.
but I missed
This
it.
is why tax
I
is
missed
sky
that.
high. Money is being wasted.
We're being stitched up.
Zero benefits
Let's put it
to
that
people
way.
in this country.
And
All they're
that shouldn't
doing
have gone. That I do apologise for the bad language, but you get the drift of the message. £3 million to pay people to lie about the numbers of people who are being treated on the NHS. That's just one of many of these disastrous lies that Starmer and Rachel are all pushing at us. And Wes Streeting, he's in charge of that at the moment. He's in charge of that, and he's now saying he didn't know Peter Mandelson, which he did. And you know, it's insane. I just can't get my head around the lies that this government are capable of. It's absolutely and utterly insane. I just don't get it. The lie about taxes, the lie about the economy, the lie about Europe, the lie about the NHS, the lie. It's absolutely outrageous and shocking, and I've totally and utterly had enough. So get on the streets, people, and let's get it sorted.
Do we want to get right?
To do nothing. In fact, that's what
rock out of here. 7-day weekend, up all night, in at the deep end, hang on tight. Won't take a minute, won't take long, so get on in it. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's go all the way. Get it naughty. Come on, let's get right. I'm your average, ordinary, everyday dude, driving with my baby to get her in the mood. She's dialing through my radio and I'm ready to make my move. What she got in rock and roll and it really blew my groove. It was Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven. It makes me wanna scream. Mozart, Rocky, violin. Turn it off. That ain't my scene. Well, I'm sorry, girl. Here's my confession. Suppose the rock's out of the question. 7-day weekend, up all night, in at the deep end, hang on tight. It won't take a minute, it won't take long, so get on in it. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's go all the way. Get it naughty. Come on, let's get right. All I wanna do is take a ride into the blue. Every time I wanna, I get stuck inside my room. Heaven knows I'm sick and tired of dancing with this broom. I feel lucky today. Hey, look at that, man. Do you wanna get right? Do you wanna get It won't take you a minute, won't take that long to get on in with it. Come on, everybody. Let's get right. Get on top, baby. Let's get right. Do you wanna? Get on top, girlfriend. Rock your body, baby. Let's get rocked. Let's go all the way. Let's do it naughty. Let's get high and play. Rock the night away. Come on, let's get
rocked. Joe Elliott and the boys.
get right.
From Chef, you know, Def Leppard. There's a great tribute band out there actually called Chef Leppard. I don't mind promoting other acts. I know I'm doing a Def Leppard tribute show. I'm taking it to Ireland in 2 weeks. I can't wait for that. I do Rod, I do Def Leppard, and I do Bon Jovi and Rock of Ages, but most people who know me know that anyway. They all know that by now. But seriously, I've got to say hello to a lot of listeners in America. Good afternoon, America. Hello, United Kingdom, Poland, Greece, Portugal, Sweden, Norway. We've got listeners all around the globe. This is really, really nice. Who stayed up to watch the Super Bowl? Come on, put your hands up. Put your hands up if you stayed up to watch the Super Bowl. I know a lot of people did. I didn't, for the simple reason that halftime show used to be the greatest spectacle on earth, or one of them. But they've decided now they put Jay-Z. Can anybody in America tell me how Jay-Z got that gig of placing who performs at the Super Bowl? because it blows my mind. We're going to cover a little bit of this now. First, we're going to listen, and I've checked this. There's no swearing. I do apologise once again for that other. This is fans pre-game at the Super Bowl.
Worth it?
Yeah, of course. Look at the weather.
1 degree in Boston.
How much does it cost to come to the Super Bowl?
15 grand. It was 8,000. Have a budget for the Super Bowl.
Spent about 25,000. Got the whole family here. We got everybody's here.
How much did you spend for your Super Bowl ticket?
So we won the lottery. 6,000.
I buy and sell sports cards for a living. Sold a couple to get here.
You think the Patriots are going to come through today?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't. Come on.
Well, the Seagulls, is it Seagulls or Seahawks won? I didn't watch it. Simply by that, someone paid 25 grand a ticket, and listen to this now. What they thought about the show.
Bad Bunny just performed. What do you rate the performance?
I would rate it a 10 out of 10.
I'm up here. I didn't want to watch Bad Bunny.
People were saying he's going to wear a dress. He didn't.
Got to give some props to our Mexican brothers.
It's anti-American.
He said, God bless America.
Well, I don't know. From what I understand, he hates America.
You got the whole crowd involved.
Who's he trying to appeal to with the NFL?
Too much negative stuff's going on right now.
It's insane, isn't it? We've got to give a shout out to our Mexican brothers. First of all, Bad Bunny's from Puerto Rico, and this is what he had to say afterwards about the whole shaboom and the whole chaos that it caused.
They wanted me to speak English? No. I'm standing here speaking the language my mother taught me, the language that flows through the streets of Puerto Rico. If that makes anyone uncomfortable, good, that means this conversation is necessary. Look at the map. From San Juan to Miami, from Los Angeles to New York, Latino bloodlines have long been woven into every corner of this country. The Super Bowl spotlight is finally shining on the audience it has always belonged to. This isn't an invasion, it's a homecoming. I don't represent those who try to draw borders. I represent the people who live between them, who create between them, and who keep culture alive. If all you hear is controversy, then you've missed the rhythm of the entire song. My performance wasn't meant to lecture anyone. It was a party, a celebration. And if you're willing to let go of your prejudice, you'll hear it. A celebration for immigrant parents who work day and night, for kids hearing their culture reflected in a classroom for the first time, and for everyone who's been told you're not American enough, yet continues to define this country by building it.
I totally disagree. I'm an immigrant in Sweden and I speak fluent Swedish, and my children speak Swedish first and English second. Let's see what Kid Rock had to say about it.
I decided to host my own all-American halftime show. When Bad Bunny was announced for the Super Bowl, I knew I wouldn't stay quiet. Within 24 hours, I made 3 moves to turn his halftime show into a joke. First, I went at Bad Bunny and the Grammys. His performance was dividing people, and after the Grammys, the line was crossed. I announced the all-American halftime show at the exact same time. Same night, same moment. A direct challenge. The Grammys have become a stage for woke ideology, and I said it loud. Yes, that includes Bad Bunny. Popularity doesn't make someone right, and I won't pretend otherwise. Second, I built a lineup to compete. Brantley Gilbert performed live, Briz joined the stage. Gabby Barrett stepped up, representing the younger generation with energy and attitude to stand toe to toe with a global pop star. Every artist added brought more edge and more chances to steal attention. Then came the Billie Eilish comment. I said she looked miserable and suggested she go learn about Jesus. It lit a fire instantly. The backlash was loud, but so was the attention. Controversy always works. People notice, talk, watch. When Super Bowl night is over, one thing will be clear. My American halftime show will hit harder than Bad Bunny's. People will argue long after.
6.2 million people agree with you, Kid Rock.
It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sand sun. We couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Strange as when the leaves began to change. Oh, how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. Man, I'd like to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. We were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite songs. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. 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 Singing home, Sweet Home Alabama, yeah.
Good old Kid Rock. He's a true patriot, isn't he? Let me know what you think in America. Contact me, Mr Marmite at dreamcatcherradio.co.uk, or you can contact me directly on my email, rodstewartshows@icloud.com, or give me a telephone call. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Plus 46 for Sweden, 704682897. It's going to rumble. I think this is going to rumble on now for quite some time, because the division in America is, I've never seen anything like it. I lived in Sacramento when George W. Bush Jr. was inaugurated. Me and my ex-partner, mum of three of my beautiful daughters, and we were living in Sacramento. She was working for a Swedish company, graphic design. I forget what they were called, but I had a great time because I used to go fishing on the American River, go to the Gold's Gym. I worked out with Wilf, who turned out to be one of Mike Tyson's sparring partners, great guy. Ended up meeting Mike Tyson in Vegas, strangely enough. And Vegas, Def Leppard are there now. If you've got the opportunity to go and watch them, they might be getting old, the music might be getting old, but they still rock. What I've seen online from them is amazing, and the people I know in Vegas who've been there have said that it's like turning back the clock. They're absolutely on fire. But we're not going to leave just yet the Super Bowl and the Grammys and the carnage that it's causing and the disruption to America's reputation around the world. It's bad enough as it is now, isn't it, with what's been happening. I stopped 8 wars. I don't think so. You started 7 and you've not ended the biggest one of the lot, which is Ukraine. Of course, we're going to talk about the Ukraine again shortly. But I found it very fascinating. There's Megyn Kelly. She's awesome. She's on Fox News. And she was talking to Piers Morgan. Now, Piers Morgan, the holier than holy, the man who tapped a dead child's telephone back in the day for the Daily Mail, I do believe it was, or the Mail on Sunday, never got brought to court for it. The paper did, but Morgan walked away free. He's very self-opinionated. He hates anybody like me who's standing on the right. He hates anybody who's standing in the middle. You have to be woke like him. And this is what he and Meghan had to say about the Grammys and the Super Bowl.
I also thought it wasn't remotely divisive politically in the end. His Grammys speech was, but his performance, I thought, was actually a lot of things which I would have thought people on the conservative right would applaud. It was about love. The couple actually got married, for real, in the middle of it. He was preaching about unity, not just the United States of America, but the wider Americas. What was the problem, Meghan?
A certain male gesture is coming to mind, but I'm not sure I can do it on this show. No, it wasn't about what he was actually going to do during the middle of the Super Bowl performance. It's about him. It's about him being chosen as the Super Bowl performer, somebody who's been an outspoken critic, of course, of the Trump administration and of America and our anti-immigrant policies. This is long before the current controversy over ICE. He doesn't want illegals deported from this country. Well, too bad, because the majority of Americans do want that and are not shy about pushing for it. And that's why President Trump got elected. So he and his little buddies over at Green Day never miss a chance to bash the United States of America. He got selected because Jay-Z, for some reason, has got...
I think it's insane.
I also thought it wasn't remotely divisive politically in the end. His Grammys speech was... But his performance, I thought, was actually a lot of things which I would have thought people on the conservative right would applaud. It was about love. No. The couple actually got married.
Oh, big deal.
For real. In the
Did I marry him? I'm a priest.
He was preaching about unity.
No, he wasn't.
Not just the United States of America, but
no, he
the
wasn't.
Wider Americas. What was the problem, Meghan?
He was talking about...
A certain male gesture is coming to mind, but I'm not sure I can do it on this show.
Not on my show.
No, it wasn't about what he was actually going to do during the middle of the Super Bowl performance. It's about him. It's about him being chosen as the Super Bowl performer, somebody who's been an outspoken critic, of course, of the Trump administration and of America and our anti-immigrant policies. This is long before the current controversy over ICE. He doesn't want illegals deported from this country. Well, too bad, because the majority of Americans do want that and are not shy about pushing for it. And that's why President Trump got elected. So he and his little buddies over at Green Day never miss a chance to bash the United States of America. He got selected because Jay-Z, for some reason, has got the choice over who performs at our Super Bowl, who's another problem. Don't even get me started on his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Why is he choosing who's appropriate for American children to watch during our seminal sporting event? And I'm sorry, Piers, but to get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States? We have 310 million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos, not for one small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater featured as our primetime entertainment.
Okay, what is the national language, officially the national language of the United States of America?
I mean, English. And there's been a push for many years to make it an official
you don't have one.
Documented thing.
You don't have one.
If you would have let me finish my comment, I would have pointed that out, but people have been pushing to make it official.
Okay, right, so you're trying to make official...
This attitude that you have right here is why you in Great Britain have lost your culture. You ceded your culture to a bunch of radical Muslims who came in and took over, and now it's gone. We're not allowing that here. Whether it's Hispanic, whether it's Muslim, it's not happening in the United States of America. That's why President Trump was elected. And whether it's Bad Bunny, who is American but refuses to speak English in his performances, or anybody else, we have to keep the Super Bowl, which is a quintessential American event, Football, that kind of football, is ours. They call it American football. And the halftime show and everything around it needs to stay quintessentially American. Not Spanish, not Muslim, not anything other than good old-fashioned American apple pie. There should be a meatloaf, maybe some fried chicken, and an English-speaking performer. That's what the Super Bowl should be.
I couldn't agree more with Megan. And Piers Morgan is just a cowbag of a man, isn't he? He really is a horrible human being who's made a living out of bugging dead people's telephones, making up lies, and talking over people like he did there. I thought it was fascinating that Megan just said, don't shut me down, don't speak over me. And she's totally right about what's happening to the United Kingdom. When I come back, we're going to talk about that. But here's one for my daughter in Engelholm, just down the road from me, who should be here now with me on the radio, but she's sick. Luna, this one's for you. John Bon Jovi's Patriots have got their asses handed to him, didn't they? Hey!
This ain't a song for the broken hearted. A silent prayer for faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm stood their ground. Tommy and Gina never back down. Tomorrow's getting harder, make no mistake. Looking even look, you gotta make your own breaks. It's my life and it's now or never.
That's what American music used to sound like. This is what it sounds like now. I'm going to play it. Bad Bunny. DTMF. And I think it's truly awful, but I've got to give the guy a break.
puse bonita que veo en San Juan. Disfrutando de todas esas cosas que extrañan los que se van. Disfrutando de noches de esas que ya no se dan.
I think you'll agree with me. It's not very good, is it? I'm not playing that. I'm not playing it. Bad Bunny, you're awful. But that's just my opinion. You're a multi-millionaire and you're selling millions of records. You're doing something which I haven't done. I've sold hundreds of thousands of records and put all the money to charity. Well, I didn't sell records. I did downloads. Right, seriously. Nigel Farage. We're going to go back to the UK now. We'll come back to America a bit later with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, he's around the world, that one, isn't he? He's not just refined to the United States of America. He seems to be absolutely everywhere, Epstein. He really does. He's not a nice gentleman at all, is he? And apparently he had some sort of diseases and I'm tired of talking about him and the diversion and the deflection that he's creating. That's why people like myself, we talk about other things. Now, Keir Starmer, we all know is destroying the country. We all know that is a born liar. We all know that he can't lay in his bed straight. We all know he's gay. Even his wife knows he's gay. Poor her. We all know that he contracted a sexually transmitted disease, and the word on the street is that it's HIV. And it's not good, is it? But you've got Reform now, right? Reform, who are trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes that they are the party that's going to save the country. Now, this is just my personal opinion. I've never met Nigel Farage. I just judge him on what I see and what I read and what I dig up about him. Way back yonder when it was UKIP, they got fined for embezzlement of funds from the EU, but that's nothing new. The EU's biggest corrupt entity on the planet. But he is giving it all this large now that they're going to deport just about everybody when they get into power. Families, people who've been in Britain, who've settled in Britain, who've assimilated to Britain. And this is my problem with Farage, that Farage is lies, along with Boris Johnson, who reportedly is the one who was in a threesome with Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing to surprise me with Boris. But Reform, they're coming out strong, they're coming out punching, they're coming out promising to deport all undesirables. They're pretty much saying everything that they think we want to hear. In my opinion, I think they're sounding more and more like Nazis all the time. But when it worries people like this is one of the good effects. This is a news channel talking to immigrants in the United Kingdom. Have a listen to this.
We're definitely not going to vote for Reform, if that's what you're asking me.
No.
Because that'll be the last time I'm here then. I'll probably be gone, sent back.
You say it with a smile, but underneath, do you fear that's a risk?
What, a risk of Reform coming to power?
Being sent back?
Yeah. That's how they're talking. That's what they're saying. You got to believe what the man is saying.
Actually, we can't say it's a danger, but they are fueling the people who is against immigrants. But there's a problem. I think there is some exaggeration in immigration in this country.
They talk about immigration as if it's every immigrant that comes here is a bad immigrant. We're immigrants. We are working. We pay our taxes, and most of the people that come here are just looking for a better life. They're not here to destroy this country. They're just here to make their families better. Yeah, we're going to vote. We're going to vote for Labour. Me personally, I'm going to vote for Labour.
Is employment hard? Harder perhaps than it might be in some of the bigger cities?
I would say definitely, yeah. A lot of my friends have moved away. A lot of my close friends moved to Australia. And I think unless you've got a solid trade, jobs are scarce around here. If I'm being openly honest with you, I'm probably not going to vote.
Why?
Because I think, from what I can see in North Wales, where I live here, I never see any kind of real change that affects our lives, so why?
You sound quite disillusioned by it all.
Yeah, I suppose I am.
And of course the health services under pressure, and houses, all these problems are abundant, you know. So that's it. And Labour promised so much. Yeah, Keir Starmer definitely impacts the way I vote in Wales. He seems to be so weak, and the U-turns. I know the cost of living has gone up, and all the promises he made he's not kept. And of course the health services under pressure, and houses, all these problems are abundant, you know. So that's what, and Labour promised so much. They were so encouraging, but they haven't kept any of the promises. Not one.
Can I ask whether you've been a Labour man?
I voted Labour in my time. I voted Conservative last time, but they seem to have not done a lot. So I feel inclined towards reform.
As I'm concerned, Plaid Cymru, I vote and that's it. You know, because I got no trust in Labour. Because they're not looking after the country, as he said now. They're bringing people in that's not supposed to be here, you know, and it's taking money from the people that's working and people that's on the benefits. They're taking money from them, giving it to them. They're giving them houses and God knows what, man. They're not giving us nothing.
Do you feel it's time for change?
It's time for change, isn't it? Can't be any worse. It's got to get better. These people in, and to me, they're not doing nothing for the people of Merthyr.
It's not just the people of Merthyr, mate. It's the people of the United Kingdom. The state of our country is heartbreaking. I mean, I grew up in Doncaster, which is a little industrial town surrounded by coal pits, coal mines, steel works. We had the plant works. When I grew up, everybody was working. I mean, everybody was working. Unemployment was more or less non-existent. You went out of school, you went to work in the pits, or you went to work at plant works doing rail tracks, or you went to work in Scunny on the steel, or there was marketplace, the work. There was work everywhere. The pubs, the clubs were thriving. The whole country was thriving because we were self-sufficient and we used to dig up our own coal. And that changed, didn't it? We stopped doing that, then we started banning everything, and I did my trade. We'll talk about music slightly. I did my trade on the working men's clubs in the United Kingdom, in Yorkshire, in the North East. That's where I cut my teeth as an entertainer, and if you were bad, you got booted in. You didn't just get pulled off stage, you got a shoe in. So you learned how to entertain people, and you learned how to do it properly. And over the years, well, for me, the beginning of the end was with Blair. And he opened the floodgates to hell, and he just let in anybody. And now he's in Trump's peace board, whatever he's calling it. There's not much chance of peace when Lucifer's involved in it. And you go through the years, Gordon Brown selling off all the gold when it was lowest price. I mean, mismanagement of our fantastic country for the last 3 decades, to be honest. It's not just down to Starmer. Starmer's just come into power at the wrong time and is the wrong man for the job. Now, I don't believe that Nigel Farage is the right man for the job. I think he's a compulsive liar, he's a charlatan, he's a con man. He's pulling the wool well and truly over millions of people's eyes with his big promises. People don't forget his promises, what Brexit was going to mean to Britain. Safer borders, less immigration, less tax, more money to the NHS. A pint of beer costs £8 on average now in the UK. £8. There's taxes on tax on tax on tax, and they're going to add more tax. We just can't breathe. We're a suffocating country, and the solution to our problems is not Nigel Farage. Unfortunately, I don't know what the solution is, because the Tories have imploded. They've totally and utterly collapsed, and you've got big hitters moving from the Tory party over to Reform, which is what I've said all along for years, that Nigel Farage is a Tory, and now the Reform is becoming the Tory party 2.0. You've got the Greens with that idiot in charge who just wants to get rid of the nuclear deterrent and just have no borders whatsoever. And then you've got Ed Davey, who's got to be the biggest bellend on the planet in charge of the Lib Dems. So we really are backed up against a wall, and nobody's helping us. And with what Labour are doing and the way they've treated our closest ally, America, I'm not surprised at all that Trump's turning his back on us. It's tragic times for my country. We will get through it. We will get through it because we are British. And when it comes to immigration, yes, we are a nation of mongrels. That's what we've been told through our history. At least they used to teach history. They don't teach history anymore, do they? They don't talk about Hitler. They don't talk about the atrocities that the Nazis did. And they're just pushing this narrative of Islam is good, Islam is great, which it isn't. It's oppressive. Nobody is talking about Iran. I spoke with my friend again 2 days ago, and now they reckon it's over 120 to 130,000 people have been murdered by the Revolutionary Guard. And Trump's still talking about getting a better nuclear deal. No, they didn't do it for that reason. I talked a lot in depth about it last week. It's a shocking state of affairs. And Britain, who was once an heavyweight, is now just this puny little island sinking under the weight of immigration. I am all for immigration, if it's legal and if people work. It's plain and simple. I'm in Sweden, I work. If I can't claim benefits in Sweden, even though I've got daughters here, I've had companies here, I cannot claim benefits in Sweden. And so why should anybody who comes to Britain who doesn't work be allowed to claim anything? I don't know the way out. I don't know the solution, unfortunately. All I know is that something has to change, and it has to change quick. When I come back, we're going to talk about Sweden and what their Prime Minister's doing. And it's not very pretty. Here's Depeche Mode on Dreamcatcher Radio. Good afternoon.
Reach out, touch faith.
Reach out and touch faith. Depeche Mode, of course. You know, my oldest daughter was born to that song, and it's a vision I'll never forget. I don't know. Oh. Guys, if your missus is pregnant and she wants you to come in to the delivery, do yourself a favour, keep your head above her waist, because it scarred me for life. Oh, my daughter's awesome though. But Britain, well, let's just talk briefly. I don't want to get into Brexit. I've talked about Brexit now for 8 years, and it is what it is. The concept of Brexit, in principle, was very good. Unfortunately, the civil servants and the treasonous Tories kept us in the ECHR, which means the pigs, the fascists in Brussels, in the EU Parliament, still control us. If we're going to do it, we have to do it right. We've had 8 years of 8 years of hurt. I honestly believe it's 8 years of hurt. I live abroad. It changed my movement drastically. It made life a lot more difficult, and I don't care, because as Billie Eilish says, nobody's illegal on stolen land. So Europe speak their different languages because of my ancestors. Simple as that, so they can be appreciative of it and let me travel where I want. But if we're going to get out of the ECHR and totally and utterly have control over our own country, maybe, just maybe then, we can become a great country again. Because as it's going now, we're just sinking. Slowly but surely sinking. Now in Sweden, their Prime Minister, Ulf Kristersson, right? Jimmy Åkesson was the equivalent of Nigel Farage, SD, the party's called. If you're into politics, look him up. And anti-immigration. And what's happening to Sweden now is quite honestly nothing short of Nazism. It's shocking, to be honest. People who are married, who are working, who've contributed to the country are getting kicked out, and the criminals aren't. But Ulf Kristersson and his party have said that now from Sweden's National Day in June, a Swedish immigrant is going to have £2,000 or equivalent to £2,000 a month. Prove that they are self-sufficient. They have to be here 8 years before they can become a citizen. And he's also said that he's in a ruling coalition with the Vänster Party, with SD, Moderaterna, and the Liberals, who are just a waste of space in any country. And he said he's the only one who can be Prime Minister, because he's the only one who can pull all the other parties together. Because some of the parties refuse to work with SD refused to work with them, and it's just this. When you get a coalition, it's a disaster. And the simple fact of the matter is they're lying. They're changing the rules to stop people coming in, which they're not. Because if you're called Ahmed or Abdul, you're coming straight into a house, and fantastic benefits. And as I've said, I do not get a single penny from this government. Not a penny. I've paid into the system for 40 years, and I am not eligible to anything because I'm a British citizen, and we are classed as third world. It's quite outrageous. But it is what it is. And I can't wait to soon be heading back to the sunshine. And I know my dog, she's in a state of depression, poor girl. She really is. We go out in the morning and she's freezing, and we put a winter coat on, and she looks at me and she's like, "Dad, what have you done to me?" If I had my time all over again, I'd move to Poland. The women are fit, the men are strong, the beer is fantastic, and they have kept Poland Polish. Congratulations to Poland. Well done you. Now, when Brexit happened, so many Poles left and went back to Poland with a pot of gold they'd made in the United Kingdom, leaving construction and many other industries short-handed. Medical, the NHS, and I've got many friends who are Polish. I think Poland's a great country. I'll never forgive him for beating us in the World Cup qualification and Tomaszewski in goals with his massive hands, but it's a great country, and I want to go and visit there again soon and walk around feeling safe. My daughters can walk around feeling safe, and at the end of the day, What more do we want out of society? We want to be able to eat some nice food, which, unfortunately, in Sweden you can't now because there's no meat. There's no fish and there's no meat. There's a meat shortage. I mean, a drastic meat shortage, and they reckon it's going to be 4 years before the shelves are full again, because they culled all the chickens and whatever because of bird flu, whatever they want to call it, and they destroy the farmers' lands and they turn it into green power cells, which doesn't work because our electricity bills are worse. They are the worst in Europe, believe me. You think you've got it bad in the UK and around. Here in Sweden, I've been watching TV on the sofa underneath a quilt so I can save money, because the bills £600, £700, £800 a month for electricity. And they blame it all on Putin, as they blame everything on Putin. And after I played my daughter, who's singing with me, we're going to do some shows in Hufsala. If you're in Sweden, if you're in Båstad, då är jättevälkomna till Hufsala, where me and my daughter will be performing together for the Kräftskiva. I've done it every year for many years now. It's a great, great place. She does an incredible Amy Winehouse, and she's just a beautiful singer and a beautiful girl. And I'm sending this one out to her mum and her big sister Saga, her mum Anne and her big sister Saga, who are in Bali, where it's currently 33 degrees. I've looked out the window. It's not snowing. It's a lot of snow that's fallen. It's -7, and it sucks. But here's Zoe Hughes, my daughter, doing a little bit of Amy. Welcome to Dreamcatcher Radio. This is Michael Dean, the Englishman in Sweden. How you diddling? Take it away, Zoe.
And
good as she. Not just because she's my daughter. What a fabulous voice. Fabulous voice. Zoe Hughes. Watch out for that name. Extremely talented young lady. And I love her very much. I love all my kids. So hello Luna. Hello Saga. Hello Liv. Hello Zoe. And hello Linnea. Oh, you're listening all around the world. This is great. I just love it when people tune in from all around the world. It's an ever-evolving cycle of poo, what we're living through, isn't it? It's just continual lies, continual war. It's baffling how everything that was so good suddenly became so bad. And they're using Epstein as a shocking, I don't think you can call him a scapegoat because he's nothing, he can't be a prolific pedophile like that. He's not a scapegoat, he's a pig, he's an animal. He should have had his, they should have been hung a long time ago. That's just my opinion. I don't actually think he's dead. I do think he's in Israel, and they're trying to paint it all that is a Russian agent. Electricity expensive because of Russia. Don't they ever get tired of bloody blaming Russia? I'm certainly sure. I'm sick and tired of them. Now, the fact of the matter is that the Ukraine war actually began in 2014 with the overthrow. The CIA overthrew the old Prime Minister and replaced him with a new one. NATO promised they wouldn't encroach on Russia, come closer to Russia, and they just forgot about that and carried on. They just moved, and 20-odd countries joined NATO. And as they say, the rest is history. But it's not helped, has it? It's not helped. It's not helped us. It's not helped them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's caused a monumental problem worldwide. It's all about minerals. It's all about raw minerals. It's all about food. It's all about money. It's all about oil. And I think this guy here sums it up perfectly. This is a little bit about Ukraine, and that Zelensky isn't the man you think he is.
Zelensky's regime, the brutal truth, no one's telling you. Look, this is not the Ukraine you think it is. This is not the freedom-loving democracy that you've been sold. Under Zelensky, Ukraine has become a brutal dictatorship hiding under the mask of war, and it's getting worse day by day. Right now, across Ukraine, men are being hunted down like animals, kidnapped in broad daylight, beaten, stuffed into vans, dragged to the front lines with no training, no choice, and no way home. Don't believe me? Look at the viral videos. Military police snatching men off the streets, storming homes, searching nightclubs, dragging fathers away from their families. Some are beaten so badly, they don't even make it to the front. I'm set hundreds of these films every day, every week from Ukrainians. This isn't war for freedom. This is a war machine that's eaten its own people alive, and Zelensky is running it like a dictator. What's this latest move? Banning Christianity. That's right. Zelensky has launched a full-blown war on the church. He's shutting down places of worship, arresting priests, and stripping churches of their rights because they won't bow to him. And if you think that's bad, it gets worse. Zelensky has seized total control of Ukraine's media. No opposition, no dissent, just one voice, and that's his. A leader who kidnaps his own men, bans religions, and silences the press is your hero? Is this democracy, or is this the making of a tyrant? And here's the final nail in the coffin. While Ukraine crumbles, while men are forced to die for a lost cause, while faith is outlawed and free speech is erased, Zelensky and his gang of oligarchs are making millions. Wake up. You're being lied to. The Ukraine that you think you're supporting doesn't even exist. Zelensky isn't a hero. He's a monster. And the people of Ukraine, they're not fighting for freedom anymore. They're fighting to survive their own government. The world needs to know the truth. Share this before they silence it. War is the excuse. Tyranny is the goal. And this comes directly from boots on the ground in Ukraine every day, videos and messages saying, please tell this story.
And I know people who are in the Ukraine, who are military, who have been there for 3 years. This is a song for all the people, the regular people of the Ukraine. God bless you. This is from your cousins. This is a group called Gorky Park. Brilliant, brilliant song called Two Candles. From Russia with Love. Trump, end that war. Zelensky, take your billions and sod off. This is Englishman in Sweden on Dreamcatcher Radio.
Loneliness is my only guest who visits me alone at night. When it comes, I light the candles just the way it was and pretend the flames become your eyes. Emptiness is a friend I get, a shadow played upon the wall. If I let the candles take me, I can see your face and remember hearing someone call your name. My candles are crying. My candles are crying. They're crying for you. They're waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Knocking at my door, or maybe just a ghostly wind. How I wish that you were here, sitting by my side, and you bring me back to life again tonight. My candles are crying. My candles are crying. They're crying for you. They're waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. My candles are crying. My candles are crying. They're crying for you. They're waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
Gorky Park. Two Candles. What a brilliant song. It's enough to bring a tear to your eye, that, isn't it? You know, Russians and Ukrainians are the same people, and they're slaughtering each other because the politicians are arseholes. But there you go. Good afternoon, Greece. How are you? I'm wondering if that's Ralph Christie down there. If you listen to Dreamcatcher Radio, you've been following the story about Ralph Christie. It's harrowing. It's fascinating. It's eye-opening. And it's injustice, an injustice of monumental scales. So how you doing, Ralph? Oh, well, mate, or it might be June, who was over in Corfu. Hello, June. The wonderful lady who loves dogs and rescues them. people all around the world, how you diddling? Oh, you know, I don't know really where we're heading, and I don't really care because I'm soon heading back to the sun, which my gorgeous dog's very happy about. I'm actually, in a few weeks, I'm going over to Spain to pick up a car from my mate, Steve, the entertainer. He's on his way back to Houston, to the love of his life, and he's got me a car. Very nice, thank you very much. A nice Ford Focus Cabriolet. So me and Zoe, the one you heard singing prior to Gorky Park, we're nipping down there to get it and having a couple of days driving across Europe, dada and daughter bonding. But Steve's over there, he's heading over to America. I don't know why he even bothers coming back, because he's breaking ground in America. He's having a brilliant time. He's a brilliant guy. And here's one from Steve the Entertainer. This song is just pure class. If you're a regular listener to me, you know I'm a big fan. This is a kind of love, Steve the Entertainer.
We talk all night, even through the day. Your voice softly touches my brain. You say don't go crazy, we are just friends. But your voice, it's driving me insane. I see the storms behind your eyes, the hidden wars you try to hide. I can't help loving you, Lord knows I've tried. I saw a future and you were there. You were laughing, you looked so amazing. I reached out my hand to touch your face, then you were gone without a trace. Is this the kind of love, or am I blind? Why did they send you there? That's so unkind. It's not my fault, I feel this way. Ooh, don't ever take this love. Is this the kind of love? Why am I confused? I've been waiting for someone like you. Oh, you brighten up my day when I get a call. Time flashed away when I hear you. My mind goes crazy, full of things to say. So I'll make some songs, it's easier that way. You laugh when I say marry me, but one day you will see I'm just ahead of you, hoping you catch me. I saw a future and you were there. You were laughing, you looked so amazing. I reached out my hand to touch your face, then you were gone without a trace. Why did they send you there? That's so unkind. It's not my fault, I feel this way. Ooh, don't ever take this love away. Is this the kind of love? Why am I confused? I've been waiting for someone like you. Oh, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm mad, maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm sad, but I know what I
I'm not saying this to make you crazy, and I don't want you to be sad. You can't help the way you feel. I told you I'll never lie to you. I always say what's true. Is this a kind of love? 'Cause I'm so in love with you.
Steve the Entertainer, tell me, how good is he? Honestly, how good is he? Well, I'm happy to say, I'm proud to say, he's a very good friend of mine. We've known each other for years. He's got his albums out. They're available on Amazon, iTunes, all the usual places. Follow him on YouTube, Steve the Entertainer. This is from his latest album, In the Loop, and it's called Hurt. Don't forget, you hear the best music, the best interviews, the best chats, and diversity on the best station on the wavelengths. dreamcatcherradio.co.uk. Steve the Entertainer, you lucky sod over there in America in a brand new 80 grand car. Take it away. So I'm going down to the mainland Spain to pick up a nice car that Steve's got me. Good to know who your friends are. I don't have many, but he's one of them. And he's so talented. I'm so happy he's breaking. And he is breaking in America big time. Stay tuned, dreamcatcherradio.co.uk for Michael Dean, the Englishman in Sweden. Still plenty to come, so don't go anywhere.
Just too much for me. This last goodbye, but I knew you would text. You just couldn't wait. All your words just full of hate. Why can't you see these things you do has an effect on me? Wish you'd stop being this way, and maybe this hurt will go away. You threw your stick, but I didn't come. The shit you do just makes me numb. You always punish me just like a child. You think it's okay, but it's driving me wild. You asked for space, I didn't understand, but I gave it to you in a foreign land. You made me wait so patiently. All the time you were laughing at me. Why you do this? Why can't you see these things you do has an effect on me? Wish you stop being this way. Maybe this hurt will go away. 12 years never missed. This one will leave a mark. I wanted to see her, but you tore us apart. You built these walls, you drew these lines, told me to vanish, then blamed me in time, and I will always hurt inside. Tell her the truth, don't twist the past. It wasn't my choice, but you chose this path. I would have been there, you know I would, but your message was clear. I was gone for good. Why you do this? Why can't you see? These things you do has an effect on me. Wish you stopped being this way, and maybe this hurt will go away. And I will always hurt.
Look him up, Steve the Entertainer. YouTube, iTunes. He's going to break big in America. And I've known him 20 years. And he's given me a car. I've done something right. Steve the Entertainer, absolutely outstanding. One of the best unsigned artists around. Now, we've got a lady here. You've got to listen to this. Lady Victoria Harvey. We're going to get on to Epstein a little bit now, and Trump and Gates and all the usual wonderful villainous James Bond baddies. And this is what a horrendous creature Lady Victoria Harvey had to say about Epstein.
He knew everybody that was very powerful. So, like, if you were on the scene and you were powerful, like, to be honest, like, if you're not in those files, it would be an insult, because it just means that you were a bit of a loser.
Right, so the people who aren't in the files, at least?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in the files?
Well, of course I am, because it's any journalist that wrote about it.
Everyone's focusing on the files comment, and yes, it's crazy that she actually said that you're a loser if you're not in the files.
Hey.
But that's not what bothered me the most. Hey. What got me is who this is coming from. This is the same person who previously said that red rooms exist in Thailand.
A red room in Thailand is a room where a child is murdered every 3 weeks, and they're sacrificed.
And maybe you roll your eyes like a lot of people did at the time. Here's why it's unsettling now. When you hear how casually she talks about these dark spaces, red rooms, and being in the files, just makes you wonder how many people are involved. And once you notice that tone, it's really hard to unhear. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below.
I don't know about you, but I find it very unsettling. I find it very unsettling that emails have emerged between Epstein and no other than the little midget Zelensky, saying this war is going to create fantastic opportunities for us to traffic women and kids. Yeah, you heard that right. And our governments are pumping in billions to Zelensky, to his corrupt war. It's just, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head around it how many people are actually involved in it. In Sweden, right? In Norway, the trial is still going on regarding the son of the crown princess of Norway. Now, he's up on charge of 48 accounts of different horrible crimes, including rape, 6 accounts of rape, mishandler, grievous bodily harm. He filmed his victims while they were sleeping, so he did what they call sleep rape. I never knew that were a thing, because I always thought, if you... well, I don't know what I think about it. But his trial's going on, and last week it was a media frenzy, and now they've gone quiet about it. But in the meantime, the Swedish princess, Sophie, she's come out and had this to say about her contact with Epstein.
Vi har nämnt tidigare så träffade jag honom i ett par
She met him
sociala sammanhang.
a few times in parties.
Men nu när jag har läst om
And now when I've read
alla
about
de
him
fruktansvärda brott
and all the horrible
som han har
crimes,
utsatt unga kvinnor för,
what he's
så
done to
jag är så
women,
tacksam för att jag inte haft någonting med honom
I'm
att
so
göra.
grateful that I didn't have anything more to do with
Sen de
him.
få tillfällen i 20-årsåldern. Och
I was 20
mina tankar går
when I met
verkligen
him
till alla
several times.
brottsoffer. Och jag hoppas att
She
det
hopes
blir rättvisa över det här.
that is going to be
I vilket
justice.
sammanhang har ni träffats?
Yeah, in which way did you meet
Vi
him?
träffades på en restaurang i ett
Met
socialt
him in a restaurant,
sammanhang.
in a social...
I en filmvisning.
I went to a film
Tack och lov så var
premiere with him.
Tack snälla hörni.
And not more than that. And she thinks that's going to get her off the hook. The Norwegian crown princess, she sent him pictures, naked. She asked for naked pictures of other women. And it's just insane, the reach. And have you seen him? He's not exactly Richard Gere, is he? So money is the common denominator. The abuse of children, apparently the driving force to him. And I'm just sick and tired of everything that they've done. And here's what Bill Gates had to say, right? Now, we all know that Bill Gates has contacted HIV from a prostitute on Epstein Island. And we all know that Bill Gates was on the island 30 or 40 times. And listen to this squirm of an excuse of a man who planned in 2015 the pandemic together with Jeffrey Epstein. Listen to what this absolute shyster has got to say.
It's factually true that I was only at dinners. I never went to the island. I never met any women. And so, the more that comes out, the more clear it'll be that although the time was a mistake, it had nothing to do with that kind of behavior. Yeah, I met Jeffrey in 2011. The focus was always he knew a lot of very rich people, and he was saying he could get them to give money to global health. In retrospect, that was a dead end, and I was foolish to spend time with him. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him.
Well, Bill, you got HIV from a Russian prostitute on the island. I'd say that you knew him a bit more than casually. We know we're not going to even touch on the vaccine today because I've done it too many times, and how many people were infected with HIV. MS, like myself, I contracted MS through the vaccine. I thought it was HIV to begin with because of the symptoms, tiredness and a lot of things, and I did a research, and millions of people have been infected with HIV because they used the spike protein from HIV. Now, while we're on about MS, I'd like to give a big shout out to all the MS warriors out there. We are in our millions now, and nobody understands the sickness or the disease, and if you can't see it, you don't understand it. But it's a shocking state of affairs, isn't it? All these multi-rich people just lying and lying and lying, and we got somebody here calling them out.
I think it's very ironic and frankly sad to see celebrities who live in gated communities with private security, with millions of dollars to spend protecting themselves, trying to just demonize, law enforcement, public servants who work for the United States government to enforce our nation's laws. And you didn't hear this same type of uproar from celebrities in Hollywood when the previous administration allowed an invasion of our nation's borders.
Barack Obama, he actually evicted or deported more people than Trump has. And nobody talks about that, do they? And that cracked up. I don't know if it's touch and go, if it's borderline racism or not. But on Trump's Truth media platform, social media platform, he released a video in the jungle, the mighty jungle, and he depicted Big Mike and Barack as apes. It's caused so much trouble wherever you go. It's not, but the thing is, it's not just Barack Obama and Big Mike who are targeted. It's pretty much all of them. It's Chad, and it's Clinton's, and it's all the Democratic demons. And of course, as you wouldn't expect anything less from the good old British broadcasting services, be that the BBC or any other, to come out in defence and to double down on Trump and what a pig they think he is. Now here's a guy on Sky TV. Listen to this.
Now when I first saw that image come across my social media, I thought it must be fake. I know the president and those around him have said and done some despicably racist things in the past, but this? Now, prior to being in office, Trump and his father, Fred, were sued by the US Department of Justice in the 1970s for refusing to rent apartments to black tenants. He then, in the 80s, led calls for the death penalty for 5 young black men who became known as the Central Park Five, who were wrongly convicted of a brutal rape. And even when it became clear that they were innocent, he continued to claim they were guilty. And, of course, he was the one who led the racist conspiracy theory that Barack Obama was not a legitimate president because, as Trump loudly and wrongly claimed, Obama wasn't born in the US. That became known as the birther conspiracy. But even with that history, and there are more examples, more recent ones too, I still could not really believe what I was seeing when that image came across my timeline. Never did I think I'd see a sitting president of the United States posting a video containing such an overt, unquestionably racist image.
Well done, Donald. Dreamcatcher Radio with Michael Dean, the Englishman in Sweden. Here's some proper American rock, Guns N' Roses, and Welcome to the Jungle. Stay tuned, we've still got stuff to get through. I love talking to you a lot every Tuesday between 3 and 5 from freezing cold Sweden. Howdy, partners.
sorry for what was done to you. Sorry that so many people with power failed you. Sorry for having believed Manderson's lies and appointed you. I'm sorry that even now you're forced to watch this story unfold in public once again.
Guns N' Roses really kicked ass, didn't they? And I tell you what, who likes eating ass? This guy.
Award. To show my appreciation, I am inviting you all to a pizza party tonight at Jennifer Aniston's house. I'll see you there.
Jennifer, every time we're with Jennifer, something great happens because everybody loves Jennifer. And she'll text me and say, I know something, Wednesday night if you want. I'll be like, come on, we just did that Saturday thing. We don't have to do too.
She likes to. She's busy all the time. I know she's the greatest host, but
she is a good.
I'm going to bed at 9. I can't come over. Your thing starts at 8:30. So
yes, she can handle it. She can handle it. And her parties are incredible in her house too.
Yeah, she does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
She makes great pizza.
Wonderful pizza. All right.
Known each other for years. Yeah. You've been to my house. We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love a pizza. It's so much fun. Now, someone did.
So these circles of friends that you guys have. You told a story about going and having pizza at the Clooney's in Lake Como.
Yeah, that's all an Aniston thing. She's like, George and I would love you to come over for pizza, but you have to dress right.
What did you?
Just have to they lay on him a little bit. That's the only difference.
How was the pizza? Was it good?
What
did he make it
Amal's
himself?
pizza was better than Clooney's. They both made. Everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no pizza we didn't love.
Something that he does.
5 different kinds. 5 different kinds or 6 different kinds of pizza that night. Clooney's was excellent. Amal's was the winner.
I will tell you though, I don't know what you guys talked about, but like Clooney is easy to talk to, right?
Yes.
Amal, on the other hand, I'm sure she's very.
Looks like you won't have to be delivering pizzas anymore, Deeds.
Oh, they're all wrong'uns, aren't they? They're all wrong'uns. Don't let people push your attention away from what they're doing to children. Jennifer Aniston, Adam Sandler, proper wrong'uns, along with degenerates, whatever her name is. She came to Britain and she's left again, hasn't she? Thank God for that. We don't want you in our country. Let's have some Magnum. This is a great track. It's pretty fitting. The days of no trust. We can't trust anybody anymore, can we? You can trust you're going to get good music, good stories in the laugh on Dreamcatcher Radio 24/7. I'm the Englishman who lives in Sweden, Michael Dean. Every Tuesday between 2 and 4. Good afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. This is Magnum. Ta-da. Well, I'm not going anywhere.
Treasure is lost.
Wonderful band called Magnum. And they're out touring again. They're coming to Sweden this summer. Looking forward to that. I'll be coming back to watch that. I can say I'm off to see Def Leppard as well. I absolutely love Def Leppard. I think they're great. But so are Magnum. They were never sort of the mainstream household name band, but if you know your rock music, you know Magnum. Great band. Now I've just had my cousin message me saying that Man United are going to stuff West Ham 3-1. And I wrote back to him, how's the brain damage, mate? West Ham are on a roll. Are we going to escape? Are we going to get out of the bottom three? Are we going to evade the championship and disappear into obscurity like many clubs do? I do hope not. I think we might just turn it round. But I do live in hope, and I'm more into hockey these days than Gligler. It's just amazing. Right, here's a brilliant band. I'm going to play this for my cousin over there in Steyny, just out on the outskirts of Doncaster. Nathan Coates, this is for you, mate. This is a band called Seventh Key. Amazing band. Check this out. Dreamcatcher Radio, good afternoon.
It seems so long ago you said goodbye.
What a band. Seventh Key. And my nephew pointed out to me. It's my nephew, not my cousin.
I am sorry.
I am. I can't help playing this
Sorry for what was done to you.
Oh, we're sorry.
Sorry
that,
that so many people with power failed you.
Oh, we're sorry you're our Prime Minister.
Sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies and appointed him.
Yeah, you did though, didn't you?
And sorry that even now
you take it
you're
up the
forced
backside
to
from
watch
Ukrainians.
this story unfold in public once again.
The most corrupt Prime Minister we've ever had.
But I also want to say this. In this country, we will not look away.
We won't, Keir.
We will not shrug our shoulders.
Oh, we won't.
And we will not allow the powerful to treat justice as optional.
Talking about yourself.
We will pursue the truth.
Oh, yeah.
We will uphold the integrity of public life.
Of course you will.
And we will do everything within our power.
Of course you will.
And in the interests of justice.
Of course you will.
To ensure accountability is delivered.
Start by arresting yourself.
That is what the public expects. That is what the victims deserve. And it is what I will do.
Yeah, of course it is, Keir. The worst PM ever. Get out on the streets. Get this government out of power. Let's give reform a chance.
'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. Trying to make ends meet, you're a slave to money, then you die. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the things meet, yeah. No change, I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold, but I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can change my mold. No, 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 no. Well, I've never prayed, but tonight I'm on my knees, yeah. I need to hear some sounds that recognize the pain in me, yeah. I let the melody shine, let it cleanse my mind. I feel free now. But the airwaves are clean and there's nobody singing to me now. No change, I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold, and I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can change my mold. No, 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 no. I can change it, you know. I can change it.
I am sorry. Sorry for what was done to you. Sorry that so many people with power failed you.
Trying to make ends meet, trying to find some money, then you die.
Sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies and appointed him.
Down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the things meet, yeah.
And sorry that even now
You know, I can change, I can change, I can
you're forced to
change.
watch this story unfold in public once again.
In my mold, I am here in
what was done to you. Sorry that so many people with power failed you. Sorry for having believed man's lies and appointed you.
Guys, we've got to do it one more time, haven't we?
I'm sorry that even now you're forced to watch this story unfold in public once again.
Keir Starmer, take a hint, mate. Pack your bags. Get Lord Ali. Get together. Don't forget your Viagra. Don't forget your tablets for your sexually transmitted disease that you gave to your wife. Get on a plane and go to the country that you are inviting to take over ours. Let's all chip in, get a ticket, and send Keir Starmer to Pakistan. Thanks for listening, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Michael Dean on Dreamcatcher Radio, playing out with Steelheart and She's Gone. See you all next Tuesday. I love you. Ta-da. And to my nephew. You are my nephew, not my cousin. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned to Dreamcatcher Radio, the most diverse radio station on air. Ta-da.
She's gone out of my life. I was wrong. I'm to blame. I was so